content on this channel is not made for kids and intended for adult action figure collectors. Again, if you're 12 years of age or younger, get the Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the Marvel Legends 2-pack of the Captain America, the first Avenger movies, Captain America and Peggy Carter. If you're trying to pick up the set, you can do so at Megalopolis, City of Collectibles, where you can pick up your Marvel Legends and all kinds of other action figures. They have their daily deals and an awesome rewards points program, so check them out, link in the description below. I actually picked this up off of Amazon because I actually missed out on this from quite a while ago. It's been out for a while, so yeah, had to snag it. Anyway, on the side you get a nice image of Cap from World War II, and then on the back you can see a nice poster image from the movie. Here's a read-up on Peggy Carter. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. Then here's a read-up on Captain America. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause that right now. And I like the images that they chose right here. Hayley Atwell, ever so beautiful. Anyway, on the side you can see Hayley Atwell again, looking gorgeous. And then on the very top we have a spot varnished Marvel logo. And then on the very bottom, nothing going on really except for a barcode and some legal stuff, I guess. But anyway, let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's Captain America and Peggy Carter out of the packaging. And to be honest with you guys, I really picked up this 2-pack set for the Hayley Atwell figure because I just love that Atwell. So I wanted the Peggy Carter, but to my surprise, there's a lot more to this Captain America figure than I really expected, so I'm pretty happy with that right now as well. We get a good number of accessories with these figures, so let's get a closer look at those, and then we'll get a closer look at Captain America and Peggy Carter. Holy crap, I need a new camera. Everything you've seen in this video up to this point has taken twice as long as it normally does to edit and shoot, just because the camera kept shutting off on me. But anyway, these are the accessories that we get for these figures, along with 2 head sculpts and a helmet for Cap, which I'll show off more in a second. Here's the World War II Cap shield, looking great. I like the metallic blue that we're seeing right here. I like that we get all this shart all over the place, or dirt, you'd probably call it dirt. I'm going to call it shart, you know, or shart on the shield. And then we have this interesting thing going on with the straps right over here. So if you look at the World War II Ultimate Cap, you can see that they used the clip, and then this one has the straps, and I guess they made it so that they can go either way with that. And then you can see the front of the shields right over there. So I think that's really cool that we have the straps. We also get the first version of the shield, looking great with no paint on it. I think it's awesome that we have this. And there's a little marbling right over there. You can see some of that flex speckling in there, and that plastic and all that. So that's really cool. I like this. And then we have these guns that we've seen before, these other weapons that we've seen, you know, this machine gun, you know, we've seen that plenty of times before, a little bit of paint smudged right there. And then we also get a knife that has a lot of paint coming off the silver portion right there and right there. And Cap does have a sheath on the left calf, so there that goes. So that's pretty cool. It fits right in there. And then you also get a sidearm for Cap. Nice brown paint, nice gray. I like that, looking pretty cool. And then you can go ahead and put this right here into the holster, just like how we have on the World War II Ultimate Cap. Just put it right in there. Then yeah, if you shove the gun further in, you can get this closed a lot easier, and that looks really good. I like that. So one head sculpt is made to come with the helmet, and the other one is made for not with the helmet. And this is the one that's made to go with the helmet. So you can put the helmet on right over there, and it sits nice on the figure, or on the head sculpt right there, and that looks really cool. I do like that. Nice looking helmet, by the way. I do like how the goggles look and everything. Nice reflective paint. You get subtle texturing right there for the helmet. Nice looking strap. And then this head sculpt looks really good too. My only gripe with it is the eye paint. It's like they applied just too much paint for the eyes. It's almost kind of bleeding on to the cheeks a little bit. More so with the other head sculpt. But I do like how the hair came out. Nice blonde variation right there for the colors. So I dig that. Looking really good. And I can pop this off and then put on the one with the little bit fancier hair. You can see his hair is just kind of, you know, combed over to the side, and that looks really good. I guess the blue is bleeding from the eyes a little bit more on this head sculpt. And the flesh tone is very light on both of these. And you can see this lines up kind of weird right there on the back of the head. I didn't really notice that till now. But the hair mostly looks really good. I do like the colors for it and everything. So nice looking head sculpts. Now the neck is just a little on the long side, you know. I kind of felt the same way about the Ultimate Cap version, you know. but the paint looks really good on this one. I feel like we're getting more paint on it. The leather jacket looks really good. We have like this lighter brown over the darker brown plastic that we're getting on the paint. Unfortunately, the back doesn't have any of that extra paint, so they skimped out on the back of the figure once again. Oh, darn it, Hasbro. But they gave us silver belt buttons, which is good, so I'm happy to have that. We didn't get that detail before. And then the beige and the browns on the legs look really good. I like the sculpting that we're seeing. The straps look pretty clean to me. I like that. And then we get some awesome treads at the bottom of the feet, as well as peg holes. Now the cap articulation is the same that we'd seen before with the Ultimate World War II cap. You can look up, look down, shift forward and back like a pile driver, side to side motion. A little bit of head wibbling right there. Wobbling, not wibbling, sorry. Shoulders move outward that far, they move down. You get a full 360 motion right there. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows. Both wrists turn side to side and hinge up and down, right? Nope, this one has the horizontal hinge. My bad. Oop, horizontal hinge right there. Mistakes all over the place. You can remove this belt if you want to. You can see it untabs right there, just to demonstrate that. You know, you can see you could lift up right there, but it looks a whole lot better with it on than with it off. But I'm going to tab that right back in and show that with it on, you can still move the diaphragm joint if you hold this together. You get some diaphragm pivot and he'll crunch forward and back. You do get a waist swivel, and that just untabbed everything right there, but I can get it back on. Oh, and there goes the holster piece. Did that break off? Oh, it unglued. Ah, jeez. Great. Just broke the figure. Yeah, so now I have to glue that back together. Luckily, I do have some super glue, but that's unfortunate. Yeah, you get the waist swivel. I'll put that back together in a moment. Legs move outward that far, kicks forward that much, not back at all. Upper thigh cut, double jointed knees, and then he has calf rotation. Ankles move down, they move up, and he has beautiful ankle pivot. So I think Hasbro did a remarkable job on this Hayley Atwell face sculpt. It looks just like her in my opinion, and it looks stunning, very beautiful. I always thought she's a very beautiful actress. I love how the lips came out right there, nice red paint, and the eyes look stunning. I really like the eye color right there. The eyebrows look good, a little bit of blush right there on her cheeks. I really like how the hair is sculpted. Very pleased with that. Looks gorgeous. Very, very happy with this. Now, the rest of the figure is a little on the bland side. You know, she has her military uniform, and it's mostly clean, you know, except we do get a bit of splotching right here on her right shoulder from the flesh tone, I guess. But the touches of gold look pretty clean for the most part. There's just a little bit of a battle damage underneath her right breast, so that bothers me just a little bit. For the most part, I like it, and I like how she's very thick, you know what I mean? She looks great. Hayley Atwell's got the curves, and they made sure that this figure has the curves as well, even though she's all covered up. You know, she's still very sexy. It does look good on the back. You know, you get some seams right over here, so that's pretty cool. And you can see the nylon leggings right there on the back of her calves. For those of you perverts that wanted to look up the skirt, you can do that, you filthy bastards. But to take you out of that headspace, she does have the grandma shoes. Oh my goodness, those are grandma shoes. And she does have peg holes at the bottom of her feet. Now, the Peggy Carter articulation is definitely a lot more limited compared to Cap. However, you can get her head to look up that much, which is pretty cool. You can get her to look down all the way. Her head does shift forward and back a little bit like pile driver on the neck. You can turn her head side to side, and you get some head pivoting right over there. Shoulders move up very far. You can move them down, rotate a full 360. Only get a single jointed elbow that just barely moves in more than 90 degrees. It's pretty much 90 degrees. You also get rotation at the elbow. Both wrists turn side to side and hinge up and down. And then you get a diaphragm, or a waist joint, not a diaphragm joint, but a waist joint right here that turns side to side. Diaphragm, pivot, and she'll crunch forward and back. And then the legs are very limited right over here. This material is soft, but it's, you know, yeah, you cannot spread her legs. Oh, poor Steve. So yeah, realistically, you can turn the upper thigh cut inside there. You can turn that side to side. She won't really move her legs forward and back or outward at all. You do have double jointed knee. You could really only use the lower of those two joints, so you only really get a single jointed knee here, even though that they do have the whole joint, you know, sculpted and everything. So if you slice this up, you know, you can make that work. You also get ankles that move down. They will move up, and she has beautiful ankle pivot. Damn, I am so tempted to cut this right here along the side. I think women's skirts are actually made that way, where they do have a cut on the side. I don't know. Now, to measure out these two figures, you can see that Peggy Carter is standing right at 6 inches tall, and Cap is standing at about 6.5 inches tall. I feel like Peggy's a little short compared to Cap over here. I think she should be a little bit taller. I mean, I love my petite women, but yeah, Peggy Carter over here, a little on the taller side. No? I don't know. Maybe she should have been just a little bit taller. And then here's the two figures next to our World War II Ultimate Captain America figure, and there's actually a very distinctive difference difference between the upper torso on this cap compared to this one right here, so it is not the same exact thing. They both have extremely long necks, but yeah, the upper torsos are totally different, as well as the lower torsos too, so that's pretty cool. And I just had to do a head swap with these two figures right here, and it actually looks pretty cool on this figure. I don't know, the neck looks extra long on the World War II Ultimate cap, but I don't know. Yeah, if you want to play around with that, you could. It also looks neat without the helmet on there. That brown matches perfectly. And if you wanted to see this cap on the World War II Ultimate Caps motorcycle, I'll have images of that at the end of the video. And by the way, I will start posting photo galleries over on my Patreon, so if you want to see photo galleries, you can find them all over there. And then for an Avenger love interest figure comparison, we have Peggy Carter next to the Pepper Potts with the beautiful pair patas right over there. And yeah, you can see that the Peggy Carter is a bit shorter than the Pepper Potts, and she's got no shoes on or anything, you know what I mean? So yeah, she should be a bit taller, I think. And then here's Cap and Peggy. Next to your average 6-inch scale figure, we have the Marvel Legends Big Time Badass Spider-Man. Pretty badass couple. But too bad your guys' taste in music sucks. Oh, okay, take it back. It's badass. It's badass, I guess. So I really like this 2-pack set, man. If anything, I guess I'm a little disappointed in the Peggy Carter because I was hoping to be able to move the legs around, not just for perverted, gross reasons, but, you know, just for articulation-wise. Would make it a more fun figure if I could pose it around a little bit more. I may cut that dress on the side so I can get a slit going so I can move those legs. The Captain America has very much impressed me, so I'm really happy with that figure. I'm actually really happy with both of these figures. I'm glad that I have them, and at the price point of around $50, I'm going to give this 2-pack set a stud rating of... I love it! And I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you like this video, hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell if you have not already. And a big thanks to all these people over here that support what I do over on Patreon at this time. That if you're in the position to contribute to this channel, please go ahead and do so. And don't forget, you'll be able to find a photo gallery of images over on the Patreon as well. If you want to follow me on social media, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
Posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures every day. I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, it's okay.
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face.